wood, coal, oil, the fuels for progress. But as the world was becoming more industrialized, the thirst for energy increased tenfold, and scientists were challenged to develop new ways to generate and distribute electricity to meet the growing demand of the American consumer. During World War II, nuclear technology had been used to create weapons for war, but in the 1950s, the US government pushed to further develop its commercial uses. This push led to the construction of 5 experimental nuclear reactors, but in this rushed attempt to harness this unknown technology, it would pose unimaginable risks. 1959, the Santa Susana Nuclear Laboratory was operating 30 miles away from downtown Los Angeles. On a July morning, technician John Pace is checking his meters and gauges when suddenly the supervisors rush into the control room. The fuel rods are overheating. Temperatures are rising. The core is becoming unstable. They quickly assessed the critical situation. The cooling process was failing. They were now facing a nuclear meltdown. They raced to the automatic shutdown switch. Malfunction! The technicians have 2 options. Release the radioactive gases into the atmosphere to relieve the pressure within the reactor, or pose the risk of an explosion to the laboratory and send nuclear fallout over the city of Los Angeles. With no time to spare, and without any warning issued to the public, the decision was made. Vent the gases. After nearly 2 weeks of daily releases of toxic radiation into the air, the reactor was finally shut down. And with that, the event at Santa Susana was virtually forgotten. Two decades later, another nuclear meltdown occurs, this one at 3 Mile Island in Pennsylvania. But this time, news of the event spread quickly, and the public's reaction brought further scrutiny to the dangers of radiation being released into the environment. Students from UCLA began researching nuclear disasters, and they discovered in the hills of Los Angeles the site of the Santa Susana nuclear meltdown that took place 20 years earlier and released hundreds of times more radiation than 3 Mile Island. Documents, films, and photographs that the AEC issued were brought to light, revealing the shocking truth behind the accident. Students showed their findings to UCLA professor Dr. Daniel Hirsch, who began heading the effort to bring the story public. It took 50 years for the events at Santa Susana to come to the public's attention, due to the research of students at UCLA and the bravery of men like John Pace, who chose to break his vow of secrecy. You know, some secrets are meant to be kept, but when people's lives are in danger, these secrets should be revealed, like one of America's worst nuclear meltdowns.